One common vessel encountered on the water is the sailing vessel. These vessels come in many shapes and sizes, and you must know the rules of the road and what to do when operating or encountering a sailing vessel.
I'm Tina, and I'm here with our boating expert, Tim. How are you doing today, Tim?
I'm doing great, and it's a great day to go out sailing.
So Tim, there's a lot of different kinds of sailboats out there.
Yeah, there really are. The general definition of a sailing vessel versus a power vessel is fairly clear-cut. When a sailboat is sailing by using sails alone, that vessel is considered a sailing vessel. When a sailboat is using their engine for propulsion, they are considered a power-driven vessel. It is important to know what rules apply to sailboats when they are sailing and what rules apply to sailboats when they are operating with a motor. Well, Tina, we're talking about sailing vessels, and what the simulator has us seeing here are three different kinds of vessels. The vessel on the left is an actual sailing vessel because it's just using a sail. Now, the vessel in the middle...
It doesn't have its sail up, so what's that one doing?
That's right, that's under power. It's actually using its engines to move, so if it's just using its motor, it's not a sailboat anymore.
No, it's a power boat then, right?
It's a power boat, and it actually has to abide by the rules of power boats.
I wouldn't have known that, thanks.
The third boat, what do you think that boat is? Looks like a sailing vessel.
Right.
But it looks like the engine is running at the same time.
So it's a really fast sailing vessel.
It's actually using its sails and its engine.
Oh, got it.
For propulsion. It's actually called motor sailing.
Does that apply by the same rules as a motorboat or a sailboat?
No, it's a power boat. Engine is on and the rules of the power boat apply. Be careful when crossing paths with a motor sailor, however, because many sailors think that a sailboat is a sailing vessel as long as it has a mast and sails. At times it may look as though sailboats are changing direction or altering course without purpose or warning. Remember, sailboats are using sometimes light winds to propel their vessel, and they usually require deeper water than a powerboat of the same size. Sailboats are also slower to maneuver than most powerboats, and their large sails can sometimes block their view. When in doubt, give a sailboat ample room as you pass by. Sailboats have certain privileges within the navigation rules, but it does not exonerate them from following generally accepted safe practices.
Well, it sounds like sailboats should maybe have some added protection or privileges because of their limitations.
Well, yeah, they should, and they do. Sailboats that are sailing have certain privileges within the navigation rules. This is because sailboats are considered to be less maneuverable than a boat with a motor. The navigation rules outline the responsibilities between vessels for when a sailboat and a powerboat meet. It specifies that powerboats are giveway vessels, and that requires that they keep clear of sailboats. Likewise, sailboats are considered stand-on vessels and must maintain course and speed so that a powerboat may keep clear.
Are sailboats always considered the stand-on vessel? That doesn't seem quite right.
No, you're actually right again. There are some exceptions. For example, a sailboat must keep clear of commercial vessels engaged in fishing, vessels restricted in ability to maneuver, and vessels not under command. This hierarchy of which vessel must keep clear of another vessel is sometimes referred to as the pecking order. In general, vessels that are smaller and more maneuverable must keep clear and give way to vessels that are larger and less maneuverable. Vessels that are of the same type must follow the requirements for meeting and passing.
Can I assume we are now going to talk about what to do when two sailboats meet?
Gosh, you are so smart. There are two key concepts sailors need to grasp in order to determine what action a sailboat must take when meeting another sailboat. The first is determining wind direction, and the second is to understand what tack a sailboat is on. A sailboat that carries its mainsail on the starboard side is on a port tack, meaning the wind is coming over the port side. A sailboat that carries its mainsail to the port side is on the starboard tack. The wind is coming over the starboard side. This is important because determining what tack a sailboat is on is essential in interpreting the sailing rules when sailboats meet. In these instances, one sailboat is required to keep clear, required to give way, and the other sailboat is the stand-on vessel, meaning it must maintain course and speed. When two sailboats are on the opposite tacks, the boat on port tack is the giveway vessel and must keep clear of the other. This boat must take action to avoid a collision. The boat on starboard tack is the stand-on vessel and must maintain course and speed to allow the other sailboat room and opportunity to keep out of the way. When two sailboats are on the same tack, the boat to windward, or the upwind boat, must keep clear of the other. This boat is the giveway boat and must take action to avoid a collision. The boat to leeward, or the downwind boat, is the stand-on vessel and must hold course and speed and allow the other sailboat room and opportunity to keep out of the way. Now there's a sailboat, and what kind of vessel is that boat right now? It's got no
sails.
no sails up.
Right. So
it's operating with its engine. So what is that?
Power vessel.
It's a power vessel. It's operating as a power vessel.
Again, it is your responsibility to know the rules of the road when it comes to sailing vessels. Remember to use special caution around these vessels, as there are so many more variables and unknowns associated with their use. And remember, this is a basic awareness video and will not substitute for getting into and understanding the rules of the road from a NASBLA approved boating safety course. If you would like to know more information on safe boating, please go to www.nasbla.org to find a boating course and sign up today. Until then, safe boating.